Okay, well, I've been thinking about going to the dollar store and getting a bunch of decks of playing cards. Because you know what? It would be so much cooler if I had kings, queens, jacks, and jokers up here on my board instead of just yellow post-it notes. Yellow post-it notes do not have a whole lot of production value. They're not quite as cool. Because, hey, Dr. Shark, he is the king. I need a king up there. So I might do that. I might run to the dollar store, get a little scotch tape, and revamp my pyramid of witnesses just to make it a little bit more fun, make it a little bit more cosmopolitan, let's say. Because ironically, I think I have 54 witnesses, so that's the 52 cards plus the 2 jokers. But I want to put a face card up there for everybody. I mean, we have kings, we have queens, we have jacks, and we definitely have jokers. We have wild cards, that's for sure, that work at the monastery. Now, I've been thinking a lot about my to-do list this week for Project Scootergate, and it's a mountain. It's definitely not a molehill. I got written arguments to do. I got questions for my 54 witnesses. I got emails to send. So the mountain of work is big, but I'm not daunted. I am not intimidated because Mr. Gurr likes to work hard. It's one of my defining characteristics. And I've been thinking about that a lot today. And I've been thinking about this quesadilla thing a lot. And I worked at Hardee's. I've never worked at Taco Bell, but the thing is, I might go to Taco Bell and ask to make a video there, see if I can get Taco Bell on my list of awesome. Talk to the manager of Taco Bell and say, hey, Hardee's lets me film. Saucy Kitchen lets me film. Can I make a video about quesadillas at Taco Bell? And they'll probably be like, heck yeah! Because Taco Bell is just pretty cool. Now, the question I'm going to ask them is, okay, you make a quesadilla at Taco Bell. Would you eat that quesadilla? You would assume that, if you're making something for somebody else, that you'd be willing to eat it yourself. When I worked at Hardee's, man, I put some love into those Frisco burgers. I put some love into that biscuits and gravy. I put, you're only supposed to put 3 strips of bacon on the bacon cheeseburgers. I'm the guy that put the 4th strip on there. Shh, don't tell anybody. Bacon is amazing. Shh, don't tell anybody. But, yeah. And this is kind of where this analogy takes a sad little turn because, I have a special needs kid. And he is so special and so awesome, and he's my world. Now, if God forbid something happened to my wife and I, like we were driving to Aldi's to go get groceries on Friday, the kids were in school, and a meteor from outer space landed on the minivan and exploded it, and we died horribly in a blast of flame. And for whatever reason, the vicissitudes of fate sent my son Gabino to the monastery. Would I be happy about that? And with truth in my heart, I have to say, no, not at all. I do not feel what we do at the monastery is good enough for my son. And I imagine there's some people that are better at public relations than I am that might be able to look at a cameraman with a straight face and smile and say, oh, yes, we provide the best possible service that we can to the special children of Wisconsin. But I don't believe them. I believe we need to do better. And that's kind of what Scootergate is all about. And I've been thinking about standing out, the herd mentality. Like, let's say we have this herd of antelope, and there's 20 antelope in the herd. 19 of them are brown, and one of those antelopes is pink. that antelope is going to stand out. And the thing is, when the hyenas come, when the predators come, all those hyenas have to do is say, hey, let's just keep chasing that pink antelope until it gets really tired. It's easy to spot because it's so different than the other ones. So the hyenas chase and chase and chase and chase and chase and chase that pink antelope until it gets exhausted, and then they eat it. So sadly, nobody, and I'm not just referring to the monastery, I'm referring to the world. Like, no one wants to work hard anymore. No one wants to stand out, because when you do that, you put yourself at risk of getting eaten by the world, because the world can be a pretty cruel place. So you stand out at your own peril, to say the least, in society today. So I hope that when all is said and done, I do get to make a video with a quesadilla. And I hope that my videos about Scootergate aren't taken as a pot shot, but they're taken as food for thought. That, hey, if we all worked a little bit harder every day, things would get better in a hurry. Doing the minimum each and every day just doesn't do it. It doesn't make things better. So, yeah. All right. It might be time to go to the dollar store. It might be time to go to Taco Bell. I'll have to ask the wife which one is more important. You don't have to be the bad guy. You are the most talented, most interesting, and most extraordinary person in the universe.